Hey everyone, so I wanted to hop on here and kind of talk about what my inventory goals, for like makeup and beauty items, what my goals are for this year. I really like watching these videos of other people, so I thought I would just jump on and chat about it, even though this might be a little bit of like a random stream of consciousness video, so I hope that's all right. So basically, if you watch my collection inventory video, a lot of the stuff is out of control, way too much, scary, and I need to reduce it. So I'm going to, again, continue limiting my purchases and just being mindful when I'm going to buy something to really be real with myself and say, do you really need it? Don't you have something similar in your collection? And just try to be real with myself. I'm not going to go on a total no buy. First of all, there's some things I know I'm going to run out of that I would need to replace. But second of all, like I tend to do like a Last Supper mentality if I think I'm going on a no buy, and then I want to like buy everything, and it's ridiculous. So I have a very lofty goal of wanting to, this is my lofty goal of, it's maybe too ambitious, but I would like to use up or reduce my collection by 100 makeup items this year. So either from using them up, passing them along, or being real and saying, okay, this is old, it expired like a year and a half ago, you need to throw it away. So but having said that, I will be happy if I'm able to, I'm like talking with my hands so much. I'll be happy if I'm able to use up 75 or more. But I think I can do it. And so far this year is going great, just because I'm doing like different makeup challenges and stuff. And it's just helping things move, and it's awesome. And because I'm doing so many, I still have a little bit of variety in things. Like I just am finishing the 30 Days of Pigments challenge, which is going awesome. I just filmed a video on it, and if you want more details about it, definitely go and watch it. It helped me use up everything, and then also realize which ones I don't use and don't really like, that you can't tell by them just sitting in your drawer looking pretty. So that's just been a super helpful challenge for me. And then also doing the finish 7 by spring, finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo, and then I'm also going to do Project 10 Pan with a friend of mine. What else? Oh, and I'm going to do some more makeup challenges. Like I'm going to do like 30 days of cream products as well. So just continuing to do those challenges. I have like challenges all planned out all throughout the year, and so and different kinds too, to mix things up and keep them from being boring or the same old thing. So doing those, it really helps me, and I'm to the point now where I'm getting better at letting things go. I also have a video talking about kind of like why, like my whole lifestyle change that's been going on the last several months of trying to not, be such a consumer and hoard so many things. And that's really been what's helped me, and it's just easier to look at something and say, get real, you're not going to use it, or you're not using it, you don't love it, so just give it to a friend, or if it's old, throw it away, or whatever. So, a lot of my goals for my inventory, I don't necessarily have like hard numbers for, but I just want to keep it manageable and something that I can use. Now, some of those numbers are pretty, there's a range that's pretty reasonable, and some of them I still want a lot of variety, just because that's just me. And part of the reason why makeup and beauty stuff is a hobby for me is, first of all, it's something that's just for me. It's not about my kids or my family or my job or anything else. It's just for me, and it's a way that you can be creative and fun. I really enjoy it. So I want it to still be large enough that I can still be creative. Certain things like primers, foundations, powders, concealers, brows, that stuff, it's really not a problem for me. I don't have a lot of it. I would like to use up some samples or like a couple extras here and there that I have, but I think I'm okay with that, because it's just not something I naturally am like, oh, I want to buy 1 million of. What I really need to focus on though is stuff for my eyes and my cheeks and my lips. That's where things are out of control. So for eyes, in terms of like eyeshadow sticks, I have way too many. I think I have 6. So although one of them, if I counted Benefit Highbrow, I'm getting rid of that one, because I think I'm throwing it away, because I think it's just getting old and dry. I really probably only, I have like 5 of those right now. I would like a champagne colored one, I like a taupe colored one, and maybe like a purple one. And that's probably it, if I'm being realistic with myself. So if I can use up 2 or more, or get rid of or whatever, shadow sticks this year, I will be happy. And I got rid of one, and I'm working on panning another one. So that'll be good. For liners, I have too many. I like having gel liner in for sure black and purple. Maybe blue or some other color too, but for sure black and purple. For pencils, I like a variety of colors, but for sure black and brown and like purple and maybe a bronzy one. And I like the pen kind, like for doing a wing liner, I either use a pen or a gel for that. So I used to use strictly liquid liner, and I still have a couple in my drawer, and I'm either going to pan them or I'm going to give them away because I'm just moving away from using those. So yeah, but for liners in general, I have like 17-ish, and that needs to go. Like that needs to be greatly reduced. For mascaras, I don't hoard them. That's not a big deal. Cream shadows, right now I have 18, and I really just think I only need a few, like a handful. So, but they're hard to go through because they last forever. So that's why I'm excited for the 30 Days of Cream Products Challenge, because and it's not even just eyeshadows too, but anyway, I would like to use up or toss, if they're really getting old and crusty, at least 5 cream shadows. It won't get me to my goal, but it'll get it down. So I've been doing really good. I haven't bought one in a while. False lashes, I don't hoard those. Those aren't a big deal. I don't wear them very often. Pigments, that is going fantastic. I have 23, or had 23, and then I figured I'd be happy kind of going down to just using the ones that are my favorite. Like, I don't know exactly what that would be. For sure less than 23. I don't know, maybe 10-ish. I don't know. It's not a hard number I have in my mind. But my goal was to use up or pass on at least 4 for this year. And I've already surpassed that, just because doing that Pigments Challenge really helped me to realize what should stay and what should go. For single eyeshadows, this is a huge, huge problem. I have 70. That is way too many, more than anybody needs. If I could use up or pass on at least 5 eyeshadows, I just want to, my eyeshadow collection, I'm going to want to keep it big because that's one of those areas that I like a lot of variety, but 70 is just... Palettes for duos, trios, and quads. Right now I have 13. If I could use up and pass on, realistically, I'd be lucky if I can use up 1 in addition to all the other challenges I want, but it would be great if I could use up or pass on more than 1. For large palettes, I think I have, because I got some for Christmas, so I got 14 right now, I think. Is that right? I like having a lot of palettes though. I love makeup palettes. So if I can just keep them moving, like using up the old ones instead of always buying new ones and then ignoring them. So I need to slow down on buying those. I'm probably always going to want quite a few, again, just for variety. And when you travel, it's just so nice to have everything right there in that container, rather than like a million things floating around a makeup bag. We're trying to stuff them into a makeup bag. So if I could pan for sure 1 this year, that would be awesome. But it'd be great if it was more than that. But I have to also be realistic. For my cheeks, bronzers, I think I'd be happy just having 3 bronzers for depending on my skin tone and if I want it matte or shimmer. Right now I have 8. They're also hard to go through though. So if I could use up, I'm trying to pan one right now, but if I could use up 1 or 2, 2 would be a lofty goal, but maybe I could do it if I really focused. That would be awesome. For blush, this is where I'm a crazy person, and I have like 90 some. Every time I count it, I get a different number because there's just so many. And so again, I'm gonna want my blush collection to be big because I'm a blush person. And if you're a blush person, you get it. Like you love them, you see, like, yeah, you get why you want to have a lot and that you don't see them as all being the same thing. but still, like, it's out of control. So I have 6 cream blushes and like 80 some powder blushes, but that's just too many. So this is also a lofty goal because blush takes forever to go through, I have learned, which is again why I don't need so many. But if I could use up or pass on at least 5, that would be great. And I think I'm doing pretty well on that so far. You know what, if you want a separate video on like my progress on how I'm doing with these goals, let me know, and how often. Like if you want a quarterly update, if you want one halfway through the year and then one at the end of the year, or if you're like, I don't really care, just let me know next year, let me know. So blush, gotta use it up, gotta not buy more, which is really hard because I love blush. Highlighters, this is another weakness of mine. I have 24, actually, oh my like screen is blinking at me. Actually I have, I think 23, I just got rid of one. So highlighters, I love those too. So you probably only need one, one. But if I would be okay with even having like 10 because I just love them in different, like, you want different shades of them for different looks, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to use up or pass on at least 2. I'm trying to pan one and I already passed one along. So hopefully I will make that goal and even surpass it. That'd be great. Because 24 is insane. I need to not buy any more highlighters. Lips. Okay. Lip liners, I'm not too out there with it, but I have 12, which is way too many. I really don't even use them that much. I use them a lot more in like the fall and winter time for those types of colors. So honestly, like, I just want a few different colors. So if I have like 8, I'd be happy with that-ish. Okay, but again, not necessarily a hard number, but I would like to use up or pass on at least 2. So hopefully I can do that. I'm working on one right now. For tinted lip balms, honestly, I don't wear them very often, so I really only need a couple, really. I have 5 right now, but if I could realistically use up or pass on at least 2, that'd be good for me. For like lip crayons, you know what I'm talking about? They're like lip liners, but they're like fatter. They're really not my favorite product to use, but for some reason I have 11 of them. So, I mean, there are a few that I really love because I love the color. So I'd be happy with keeping a few of those on hand, but I'd like to use up or pass on at least 2 of those. Lipsticks, this is another crazy number. I have 80-ish. 80 was what I got the last time I counted. I would like to use up or pass on at least 5. The lipsticks, I'm probably always going to want a lot of them, but 80 is just way too many. So if I could just really shrink that down, I'd be happy. Lip gloss, I have 35. I didn't mean to end up with 35, but I bought some, and you just get them for free or whatever, so they load up on you. So I'm not buying lip gloss. And but I do like lip gloss. I'm a lip gloss girl, so I would still probably have quite a few in my collection. But if I can, I don't even know like how many I think I could realistically go through. If I could use up, I think I could use up like 10 in a year because I'm a lip gloss person. I bet I could do it, and some of them are kind of small. So yeah, if I could shrink that down, that'd be great. Setting sprays, I only have 1, and if I could just keep that to 1, that'd be great. Samples, I just want to have as few samples as possible. Right now I have, I think, 9. I think that is correct. I mean, I think I have a couple other fragrance ones, but I kind of put those in a different category. But if I can keep those down like under 10, I'm happy with that. But I definitely want to move through those sometime this year. Oh, nail polishes. So I have quite a few of them. I have somewhere around 100. I counted a while back, give or take. That's, I think my daughter's awake from her nap. So I need to finish up. Anyway, I don't need nearly that many, so I need to go through. What I'm starting to do with them is just, I went through them, pulled out some that I knew were either old and gross or that I wasn't using. I should just pass on to a friend. But my goal for the year is to go through at least 10, if not more. And so I'm intentionally marking them when I use them. and then trying to use every single one, so that way it gives me, again, just that idea of, do I really like this? Am I going to use it? Am I going to keep using it? And so hopefully I'll be able to shrink that down. I mean, I would still like quite a variety of nail polishes, but not nearly as many as I have. It's ridiculous. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your goals are. I mean, I'm kind of also to the point too where if I'm painting something, whatever the product is, and I'm just really hating it, I'm just probably gonna throw it away or pass it on. Like, I'm not gonna ignore products I really love and really enjoy using to like go through something that just really doesn't suit me or doesn't look good on me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, some people are like, ride or die, I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna finish every little bit in there, I'm gonna scrape everything out, I don't care how it looks, you know, how much I hate it, I'm gonna do it. And that's totally like pioneer spirit, man, that's awesome. But that's just not for me, that's not where I'm going. So just to warn you, in case you're like super judgy about things. Yeah, so, and I'm keeping track of products as I use them and give them away or throw them away if I'm finding they're old, and I'm making some good progress right now. I'm really happy. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Again, let me know if or how often you want to see updates on this, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another. Bye.